So welcome to my first video. I decided I'm going to start doing YouTube moving forward, so different projects I'm working on. So I'm going to do MOCs, I have an idea for a Lego city. I'm very limited on space where I live, so I have an idea for a Lego city that's going to work for me. Different Lego hauls, pieces I'm buying from the Lego store, from the Lego website, different set reviews. Next sets I'm buying, we're going to do little reviews on them. Investing, I do buy Lego, hold, and sell later for profit. I usually use those profit to just buy more Lego sets for my own personal collection and others for future resale. So today, June 20th, is my first video. Now, why did I decide to go with Dividend Bricks for my name? Simply because I invest in the stock market. I love investing into dividend stocks, so dividends, and bricks because I'm never going to stop Lego. So these are two things I will never stop. So I figured dividend bricks would be a very good name for me. So welcome to my first video, and let's get started with the progress I'm at so far. Okay, so let's get this started. So basically this is when I started. It was supposed to be 48 by 96. That was the original size that this was going to be. There's going to be an elevator here, 2 elevator shafts with the elevator, but I decided not to put an actual elevator later on. Also, this little medieval thing changed later on as well. Obviously these are not the right colors. These are just put in just to see what it would look like. Here was going to be an entrance to an underground parking. Again, later on I decided not to do that. So move on to the next one. So I decided to buy a table, very sturdy, from Canadian Tire here in Canada. So the Massive Craft brand. These are very, very good tables. You could put a lot of weight on it, so I had no issues. I knew I wasn't going to have an issue later on. Alright, so here we go. So I ended up buying the pieces I needed. So the white frames. And the only reason I need that is because the white bar right here for each one, it would have been black if I chose the other one. Decided not to do that. I created my own entrance here. So instead of using doors that were already made, I made my own doors. The columns, so there's 4 columns for each of the towers. So these are all white right here. There's a red one here. These are just to position where it's going to be. This is a motor that I originally purchased to make the elevators go up and down. I ended up not doing that later on. I decided not to go with that. This is the elevator. I did originally start from the bottom with the glass, but because I decided not to do the interior, the glass is starting much higher up later on. I decided to save it on pieces because you're not going to see this anyway. There you go. So decided to do this for both of the sides, just for the entrance, and this instead of the medieval minifigure, I decided to go with swords. I find it looks a lot better. So this is what it looks like so far. So that was the original size, but as you can tell here, I was testing out to see if I went bigger, how it would look like. So I ended up using 48 by 32. So in the back is 32. This is the elevator, so basically these glass are actually starting at this level now as opposed to at the very bottom, because again you don't see the bottom, and I decided I wanted to save on pieces. Essentially that's what it is, saving on pieces. There you go, that's my first floor. A couple minifigs here. So when I was going to do the interior, this was going to be the floor plan basically. So you come in through the elevator right here, and then you'd have the kitchen area. You'd have a washroom right here. You go down the hall, you'd have a bedroom, a second bedroom, and at the end here you would have a window just to see outside from the entrance would have this lighting basically. This would be my living room area. I ended up not doing the interior. So a couple of minifigures here, just saying hi. So this is just a very short video of where I'm at so far at the process, instead of just pictures. I never intended in doing YouTube, so this is why there's a lot of pictures. I just wanted to share with friends and family. Same with these little short videos. They were never meant for YouTube, but I decided I'm going to do YouTube moving forward, and there's a lot of interesting projects coming along. So this is where I'm at so far. So there was going to be a bank when I was going to do the interior. So this is just for the ATMs, which is right here. So you have the ATM. So I got the ATM, just a little sliding door where you normally see that at banks when they have this, when they're closed for the day. You have access to the ATM, but you've got that little partition that's just there. So I decided to do the same. Again, when I was thinking of doing the interior, that's when I did that. The little coffee shop. So when you come in through the entrance, this was going to be the coffee shop with tables all the way around. This was going to be the bank on the side here. This was a gift for purchase. You get one of them, and I ended up getting 2 gift with purchase, so I merged them together just to make one coffee shop. So the name here, I just wanted to go with something simple. It's someone I know as well. Maybe she's watching this video. So Porsche. That's from the Speed Champions line. I have quite a few others, but this is one of my favorite. The Lego store. So I never got a chance to get a Lego sign, so I just cut up a box from one of my Lego sets and just used double-sided tape just to keep it simple. And later on, you don't see the whole black frame here. It was originally going to be black, but I decided to do something else. The inside Lego store, again, when I was thinking of doing the interior. So within the lobby level, you have access to the Lego store, and you also have access to the Lego store from outside. There you go. So you've got the Lego store here, the coffee shop, the bank, and then this is the lobby level. So I started doing the second floor, or the first floor of the second tower. So that's right there, and right here I've got the other one, so both of them are in. That's the lobby level. Keep it very simple, white and blue floors. This I ended up changing later on. Instead of using the 1x2 plates in gray, I ended up using kind of like the ingot pieces, 1x2s. Yeah, they're a lot better. These are my corners for the building, so all 4 corners are identical. The entrance. It's another corner, same as the other one. These are the 2 first floors. Again, when I was thinking of doing the interior, I started doing the first, all the wall partitions, and ended up not using those and just not having it.
Okay, so bud, this is what it looks like. It's fucking huge, man.
So this is where I'm at so far. Just showing a quick video. I started doing the sides of the walls. This building took a life of its own. It wasn't supposed to be this big, but yeah, there's so many pieces. It's just nuts. The pad wall was very helpful, I should say. These is from the inside. These these are my doors for the elevator going into the units. Each floor has the door. Even though I wasn't doing the interior, I had already purchased the doors, so I ended up using them anyway just to save on pieces. So this is the lobby door. This is where I'm at so far. So the 2 elevator shafts are in. So that's what the front of the building would look like. That's from the side. So again, 48 by 32 on the side. And it gives a chance to have sidewalks, and the back has parking spots. So that's another little update video of where I'm at so far. 2 elevator shafts are in. Side of the building. You can see the coffee shop inside. You can see the bank, ATMs, the Lego store in the lobby. A couple of cars are parked, limousine. The lobby level, which wasn't done yet, with the floors. Back here, the Lego store with a back room. Next to it, it was supposed to be a convenience store. So that's the lobby level. I received my pieces. I was able to do more. And there you go. That's the finished lobby floor. If I was going to do the interior, I would have done little studs along the way so I can actually position minifigures. So I didn't do that. That's the side wall, so that took a lot of pieces on the side. It's from the corner. Oh, here's another view. Another little video update of where I'm at so far. So I finished the side of the wall for that side. I still needed to do the other side, but this side's already done. You can see the odd colors on the sidewalk there, but those are covered by plates. That's when I was going to do the interior. I started to divide the walls, put in the walls. The door does open. The other tower is simply a mirror of the first one. Little profiles. Those right here. These are very expensive. If you're lucky enough to get them on the pad wall, I would recommend buying 5 or 6 cups of them because they're never on the pad wall. I've never seen them myself. So paying for each one on the pick a brick or pick and build on the website for the Lego store, yeah, those are quite expensive. These are the little ingot things I was talking about. So these are my new sidewalks. Another video update, very short video. This is when I decided to remove all the interior for all of the floors, so all the walls are gone. I did put in the parking spots. As you can tell, the interior is completely gone. I removed all the walls. I decided it was going to cost too much at that point. That little side, little pieces there, those are gone. I decided not to do that. That's the other side of the wall. That's a view from the front again. So I've got a couple of palm trees you can see. Very simple. I decided not to do too much. That's another video update. Couple of cars parked in front. The walls on the inside are done. Walls in the back, the side walls, that one's done. Start receiving some of those ingot pieces. Obviously that battery in the back is not going to go there. So this is the lobby roof, so the glass roof. Later on I ordered some more blue pieces, so it's all blue. That's where it looks like so far. This is the elevator shafts going up, all glass. The reason you see black is because to make it more sturdy, I definitely needed to put a certain color. I didn't want to go white. I tried white, it didn't look good, so I decided to go with black. There we are now. So I started putting the windows for each of the floors. So this would be like the third floor. That's the back. Funny enough, there's a note here. Obviously, it's not in the building anymore. It's just a note to remind me that when it's time to destroy this building, I want to count how many pieces I actually used to make it. So eventually, when I do destroy it, I will count all the pieces used and see how many pieces it took. It's a lot of work, but it's impossible to know when you're building it. It's just not possible. This is for the side of the entrance for the main building. So this is what it looks like when I first built it. I did take an example online though, so I'm not I don't remember where I took it, but yeah, this wasn't my design. So there you go. Start doing this. It's obviously not going to be brown. I just didn't have any pieces at that point. And there you go. So that's what it looks like. That's the final product. The two windows, and you've got the sides with the crest. Another video update. So I got the third. So this is in right now. All the crests on each side. Start getting my window frames in on the side. There you go. So that's where we're at so far. And there we go. I started receiving my big orders for the frames and windows. That's compared to what it was before to what it is after. I received quite a large order, so that helped a lot. That's more progress here. That's the side of the tower. So that took a lot of pieces, a lot of windows as well. I got a picture here. You can tell this part here obviously doesn't go there. I'm going to show what it looks like in the next videos or next pictures. That's the thing I just showed. This is the pool between the two towers. So I decided to do mills plate it. I just found it easier to do this with the 4x4 plates. So 4x4 whites, and just mills plate it. And Technic pieces at the front here with the holes. So it's Technic pieces. You can tell what it's right here. So Technic pieces. This is the same glass as the elevators, but used for the pool. And this is why I used the Technic pieces, because I wanted to have that curve. Yeah, so that's just the pool. It's obviously not finished. I'm missing quite a bit of wall pieces. I'm just going to show where it's going to essentially go when it's done. It's just between the two towers. And there we go, a picture of where it's actually going to go. So I decided to use the 1x1 pieces just as the water. So that's what the pool looks like now. I'm just going to position it where it's going to go between the two towers. Obviously I only have one side done, so I can't install it yet. But this is essentially where it's going to go. So this was the original design. Kept it very simple, just brown in the back and white pieces, but I ended up changing it, giving it quite a bit of an upgrade. I find it looks a lot better this way. So it's a black plate with the blue pieces, similar to the water that you see in Ninjago. Just a small video upgrade. I ended up not using the this piece here in for the light, the first light that you saw, like round. That's I ended up not using that. That just looked awful. This light here. So I ended up not using that. Just that just doesn't look good. And this is where we're at so far. So the corner. These are all like pre-made pieces. I ended up using a lot of the pab wall pieces. There was a lot of 1x4s and corner pieces actually. So I ended up making all of these with 1x4s and corner pieces. So basically the walls were pre-made and all I needed was the windows. So when the windows came in, I was able to just plug in all the windows and I had all. And here's another upgrade, or another video. I did receive my blue pieces for the lobby. I was able to finish the side wall of the other tower, so I was able to install my pool between the two towers. So the pool is installed, ready to go. I just need to finish the other tower. And this is the last picture that I took. So that's essentially when I decided I'm going to do YouTube. I'm going to start posting videos. So this was one of my last pictures of the progress of where I'm at so far. So the next clip part of this video, the next clip that you're going to see is the status of where I'm at so far. This video was taken on June 20th, 2023. So that's going to be the final upgrade, or the final update I should say, until the next one. Next video that you're going to see later on is going to be the roof when I do receive the pieces. So until then, I'm going to have to wait. So the next little clip you're going to see is the update so far of where I'm at as of today. So here we go. Let's have a look. Okay, so here's where I'm at so far. It is pretty much complete. I'm not doing the interior. I decided it's going to cost too much and I'm just going to put more time into the next project. So this is what it looks like so far. Got a little pool in the center there. I used a lot of these profile bricks, but I did not use it throughout the building because again the cost is just, these things are very expensive unless you're lucky enough to get them on a pab wall. There you go. So I figured out what I'm going to do for the roof. So it's going to be these 2x3 pieces. So it's going to be 2x3 all the way around. And I got to figure out what I'm going to do for that corner on each side. So basically these are all floors. So first unit here at the bottom, number 2, 3, and 4, and 5, I believe. There's elevator doors in the back. So basically the top 2 floors are the penthouse. And that's why there's an extra window here for the penthouse, because the elevator door for that is right here in the back. So the elevator door is the same height as the pool door in the corner here. And they're there. If I did the interior, there would be stairs to go up to the second floor. So that's what it looks like here for the entrance to the pool. And both floors are the same. They're both towers are the same, I should say. Okay, so this is the bottom. This is my Lego store. It does have an entrance in the inside as well for the Lego store at the lobby level. I believe we can see it in here. Not quite, but yeah. So I am missing some windows. As you can tell, there's about 20 windows, I believe, that are missing, or 18. So those are on order. They are coming. So if Lego can hurry up, I'm going to get them. And on this side here, I am missing that piece that goes on top here. So I'm missing 2 of them. They are also on order. And I'm missing some of those pieces here, the 1x on each side. And I'm missing the roof. But the roof pieces are on order. A little coffee shop. A little bank. So when I did build this, I did make a mistake. And right here, this should have been white right here. So basically when I built this whole thing, I ended up learning quite a bit. This was my first ever big building, and I did learn a lot, what type of pieces I'm going to need in the next one. I ended up using a lot of the pad wall stuff. As you can tell here, there's a lot of plates. I used the 1x, but there's a lot of plates to finish these walls. That's because the pad wall had the 1x4s, so I ended up using quite a lot of those. And I learned also that if you use the white panels, like I'm going to show you right now, these panels here, you can see through them. So this is pretty much useless. I'm not going to do that in the next building. Of course, the next building is not going to be white, but now, lesson learned. Do not use these panels in white because you can see through them, or it's not the same. So the entrance in the back is very, very simple. It's the back of the building. So this is where I'm at so far with the big building. So this is what I mean with the panels. I use a lot of those because I ordered maybe about 30 until I realized it's not really the way to go. So again, this is the building. And then the roof is going to be finished very soon. Ordered pieces, and then once I'm done the plating for the roof, for the top, then I'll be able to do what I have planned. I'm not going to give any details, but I have something planned for the actual top of those plates. So this is where I am so far. First video. Thank you very much for watching my first video. This is only the beginning. I'm excited to share more content with you moving forward. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any updates.